we doing, everybody? Down here streaming live the Players Championship Saturday afternoon here. The agronomy staff is out working hard. Most of the crew is, we got front 9, back 9 teams working on 10, 11 right now. 1 and 2 on the front 9. They're just busting their tails out there, mowing some grass and doing a little bit of cleanup as well. We had the opportunity here to catch a couple of the landscape crew, a crew of 17 people out here that maintain all the landscape beds around TPC Sawgrass during, throughout the year, and especially during the Players Championship. So we're heading over to Tree Island, and what's happening here tonight is something very special. So every year they change out all these flowers that you can see behind me on Tree Island to pink flowers to signify Mother's Day. So we'll be out here streaming live on Tree Island as they conduct the pink out. We're just getting up to the Tree Island right now. So first process is Todd Fonda is the landscape superintendent, and his staff, they're going to come out here and they pull all these flowers out. They're going to be loading them onto boats, bringing them back into the nursery, and then after all the flowers are pulled out, we start to bring all the new flowers out. Over the past couple years, they've been able to streamline the process fairly well. We're anticipating getting done with the pink out here in a couple hours, which should be pretty efficient compared to last year's. I remember being here till midnight or 1 o'clock doing the pink out in previous years. So we're just getting up to Tree Island. You can see the flowers that the landscape staff is pulling out. These guys are working quick. Bill, if you want, just pan and get some close-ups of some of these flowers that they're taking out.
We can start throwing back.
Feel bad stepping on all these flowers here, but they're coming out anyway, so not that big of a deal. But we have tie plants up here, which are actually pink as well. I believe the ties are staying because they're pink, so we'll be pretty much just replacing the purple, the yellow flowers surrounding Tree Island. Now we have 17T in my background, 17 green on the other side. We'll also be changing out the flowers surrounding the greens and T's here to pink flowers as well. So what's really cool is we had some spectators out today, and actually in a lot of cases we usually have the same spectators out tomorrow, so it's pretty cool for a lot of these people to see the change overnight that occurs.
All right, we have a question from our buddy Scott Day. Good superintendent, good friend of ours at Turf Republic, wants to know if anybody has ever fallen into the water.
How you doing there, Scott? Actually, for the pink out, to my knowledge, nobody has fallen in the water. We certainly have had other people on occasion fall into the water on different holes, but for the pink out, we've been pretty safe, which is nice.
In willfully, or we've shoved people.
So Brian Gallagher, who's assistant superintendent on the landscape staff, mentions that nobody has fallen in willfully, but a couple have jumped in on occasion, I suppose. So
all the bags by the tree.
So the players have they've just got off of 16 and 17 greens here. So these guys are working quick out here. So 16 green right in front of us. We see the moisture meter guys up there. We got Steve and Jay. They're checking the moisture numbers. Greens are really ticking up now as far as firmness goes. So it should be in prime condition for the tournament Sunday out here. But you can see how quick the pink out is going here. Actually, these guys are moving real quick, bagging up these flowers, and we'll be loading them onto the boat here shortly and bringing them back over to 16th fairway over there.
Yeah, you can just send them down close to the edge. Yeah.
We actually had a chance to catch up with the landscape superintendent, Todd Fonda, and a couple of his assistants, Frank Mackinson and Brian Gallagher. And they got a great interview that we'll be putting out tomorrow regarding some of the enormity of the landscape operations here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Make sure you're checking the weight on the bags. Fonda's not looking for a workout.
Same.
Yeah, I'll head over there as well.
So we have on Tree Island here, we actually have a cameraman that sits on this camera tower during the players. So this is, you know, some of the views that you get a close-up of 17 green when the players are up there. Now, just on the right-hand side here in front of me there, Bill, as you can see, we have a lift as well. So that lift, there's a camera guy that goes up in that also, and it goes up 140 feet in the air. And last year we actually had the opportunity to get up in that thing, and man, I'll tell you what, getting up that high over top of some of this golf course here is just pretty incredible. A little bit nerve-wracking, but it holds you in there pretty tight. So that's and then right to the right-hand side here we have this, as we talked about before, this skyline that the camera goes back and forth on that captures that shot there. So, you know, probably in the next hour, you know, half hour to hour, we should start seeing the agronomy staff here rolling in on number 16 as well. So these guys are moving pretty quick, getting through most of the course setup. By now, it's really a streamlined process. These guys have been doing the same jobs all week long, so they have really got it dialed in with their jobs, and it's really a well-oiled machine at this point. So we'll let these guys keep working out here. We'll come back live here in probably an hour or so when we start bringing out the pink flowers and catch up with these guys, and hopefully you can get an idea of how quick this process actually does and how streamlined Todd Bonda and his landscape staff has this process out here. So pretty cool experience for us with Turf Republic to be out here streaming live from Tree Island. Stay tuned in the next hour or so. We'll catch back up with everybody. How we doing, guys? Back out here on Tree Island now. It's been a half hour or 45 minutes since we were last out here, and actually all the flowers have been ripped out by now. You can see they're about, you know, a quarter of the way done with placing all these pink begonias here. So we've got two boats going back and forth. Landscape staff is working their tail off trying to get all these flowers planted before the sun goes down here. We do have light towers here as well. How you guys feeling tonight? Woo! Huh? Feeling good? Yeah. We're live streaming here. So we're gonna get some video of you guys taking these flowers off and putting them down. Let's do it. We're working pretty fast this year. I think it's 12,000 pink begonias which are actually being planted out here tonight. So you should see a pretty cool change out for the TV cameras tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, the Golf Channel is back behind us. We've got Frank Noblo, Brandel Chambly, and all those guys are broadcasting now. So possibly even catch us out here live changing these flowers out on the Golf Channel as well. The maintenance crews are getting through with course setup here tonight. See, a majority of them are on number 16 here. Back behind us on 16 green, we got the roller out there. We've got fly mows. We've got push mowers out. All the rough actually gets mowed every single day out here, whether it's fly mow or push mow, or even our rotary mowers are out here as well. So we got divot crews back behind us. You can see the light tower that's set up here to be sure we have plenty of light for getting all these flowers loaded up onto the boats. Let's swing over here, Bill. We've got our watering team that's over on number 17 green. We can probably get a pretty good shot of it over there. So you see the guy in the background there carrying turning boards. And what they do is they'll drop these turning boards down on the collar, basically, and they'll use those areas to turn the walk mowers around, so they're relieving the stress from the collar areas. With these guys mowing greens, you know, sometimes it's 4 times per day. Sometimes they're doing a double backtrack, which would be actually, you know, double backtrack morning and afternoon, which would mean we get 8 cuts to these greens every day. So the greens can actually tolerate that, but it's the turning on these collars that really wears some of those out. So Assistant Superintendent Joey Flinchbaugh is over there checking out some of the grass and, you know, giving it a good look. They're putting a little bit of water down. This mini verde Bermuda grass, at the heights we're mowing at, tends to get a little bit scalpy. So what that requires is they're giving just a little bit of a syringe to the greens actually before they mow, and that helps to lubricate the mower, the reels, and the metal-to-metal contact, and be sure that we don't get any of that scalping issues on the putting greens here. So Guys are working pretty quick out there. That's actually Mitchell DePasquale from LA Country Club mowing the green there. Standing back behind him is Mike Molkin from Saucon Valley in Pennsylvania. We did just a really cool interview with those two guys who've been volunteering here for 5 years each the other day. That's up on turfrepublic.com. So beautiful night out here. The weather forecast for tomorrow looks just fantastic. We did have a couple of low scores today, so we should have a good round of tournament golf tomorrow. Fairways get mowed every morning and afternoon. You can see the fairway mower out there right now. Landscape staff is going here. We should be about wrapped up with the pink out. I think Todd Fonda predicted about 9 o'clock here, so we'll see if we can get her done. But definitely, it's a streamlined process compared to years past. So. Thanks everyone for joining us live here. You can catch the recorded versions of these as well on turfrepublic.com. Be sure to check us out there. We're still covering the agronomy staff out here every day, so we've got one more day. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we'll get some great videos with the morning game plan. Usually we've been doing a daily wrap as well. So check us out, TPC Sawgrass, agronomy.com, turfrepublic.com. Thanks guys for joining us live here on Tree Island Saturday night, the day before Mother's Day. Hey, call your mother tomorrow morning.